Will we hear transparency regarding reports that companies connected to the governor's blind trust have received billions in state-funded contracts? As we gather just hours before the governor delivers his budget address, I have to admit it feels like deja vu all over again. Illinois families are tightening their belts, small businesses are watching every dollar, farmers are dealing with rising input costs. But here in Springfield, the conversation sounds very familiar. More spending, bigger budgets, no real relief. At noon today, we're likely to hear a very polished presentation. We'll hear that Illinois is right on track. We may hear that Washington, D.C. or President Trump is to blame for all of our challenges. We'll hear that Springfield doesn't have a spending problem. But here's what I think Illinois families are really asking. Will we hear a serious plan for substantive property tax reform? Illinois families pay the highest property taxes in the nation. Seniors on fixed incomes are being taxed out of their homes. Young families are struggling to buy their first home. Yet year after year, meaningful reform is avoided while governments continue to tax and spend. Will we hear about real tax relief for working families and job creators? Instead of lowering the burden on people who drive our economy, this administration defends a system that keeps demanding more. It's no surprise that neighboring states are actively trying to attract our residents, our businesses, and even our beloved Chicago Bears. Until we prioritize core services and eliminate waste, taxpayers will continue to feel squeezed. Will we hear transparency regarding reports that companies connected to the governor's blind trust have received billions in state-funded contracts? At a time when families are struggling with rising costs, that raises serious questions about priorities and accountability. The people of Illinois deserve more than talking points. They deserve an honest assessment of where we stand and a real plan to change course. We stand ready to work on a budget that reins in spending, delivers property tax relief, lowers the tax burden, and creates an environment where businesses grow and families thrive. And yes, a budget that isn't unveiled in the last few hours of session at 3 a.m. It's time to break the cycle. Illinois deserves better than another year of Groundhog Day budgeting.